I'm on D.
Welcome back to Cover2 Sports Talk. Just a reminder, viewers, if you want to email us, have any questions or comments, go to cover2sporttalk@hotmail.com. Again, I'm joined here by Matt Hallbrook.
Hello, folks.
And Dustin Harmer.
Howdy.
We're going to talk some more NFL. You can't be in the city with the Ravens and not talk about them.
We are in Baltimore.
So Matt has a little something for us. What you got, Matt?
Alrighty. Baltimore Ravens. What can we say? This offseason, it's been crazy. It has really been crazy. We've lost Samari Rolle, Chris McAllister, almost lost Ray Lewis, brought him back 7 years if you guys weren't there. But we also have now signed Dominique Foxworth at the cornerback position from Atlanta Falcons and Chris Carr to rebuild our lost cornerbacks. But the most recent news I have for you, Corey Ivy. He's gone now. We don't have Corey Ivy signed with the Browns. He's officially signed with the Browns. He's not in Baltimore anymore. Sorry to say. But you got to remember, we have DeJuan Landry. And L.J. Smith is signing sometime this week, maybe, hopefully today. We might get back to computers. He might be signed. So now we have L.J. Smith, Todd Heap, our tight ends. We have great cornerbacks, a great middle linebacker leading the defense as usual. And our offense we just built off this year. Joe Flacco and that quarterback holding it down at the helm. We got great running backs. Great running backs. The return of Ray Rice.
Yeah, Ray Rice.
Ray Rice. We have Lamar McClain, Lorenzo Neal. He come back? Yes, he did.
He should be.
He should be signed sometime this week, and this season's going to be great. What do you guys think about this, guys?
Well, I think yesterday, the press conference with Ray Lewis, there was some closure there for Baltimore. They might have been going into the 2009 season without their leader.
Yeah.
And to have Ray come back and say, I want to retire here, I want to be here, that is so important.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Realize that for Ravens fans, that is important to have the guy who's been the name of this franchise for, 13 seasons, to be back in the Ravens uniform.
Oh, yeah.
That's a benchmark for this franchise.
He just seems to bring at least 50% of the energy to that defense when they go on the field Sunday. Without him, where does your defense go?
No.
You don't have a team identity without Ray Lewis.
A question here. Joe Flacco came in this year. He's a rookie. You gotta remember, he's a rookie. Came in this year, led that offense like he's been playing there for 4 years, almost as long as Ray. Would you trust your hands? This is saying if Ray didn't come back. Would you trust your defense with a rookie as middle linebacker?
No, and I'll tell you why. Joe Flacco is not a vocal leader. He's not.
No, he doesn't talk that much.
He leads by example.
Yeah.
And you can tell his emotions, they're not there yet. You can tell even in wins and in defeat, he has no emotions. The look on his face, he walks off the field stone-faced. Like, do you want that guy leading your team? What do you think he tells these guys in the huddle?
That doesn't tell nothing. You know, when you see Ray in the huddle and you see him before the game pumping him up and
that's our defense.
That's 50% of your energy right there.
Todd Heap has more input vocally in that in the offensive huddle than Joe Flacco does.
Yeah.
And that's what you need. You need somebody that's like that. You don't need like you said. You don't need that stone-faced just sitting there. What's that going to do for you? That doesn't pump you up. That doesn't get you ready to go out there and just lay somebody out.
He needs time to mature a little bit before they put it all in his hands.
And Joe Flacco, always great quarterback, coming back a second year. We're gonna real quick. What do you guys think about L.J. Smith coming from the Philadelphia Eagles?
He adds blocking depth for the Ravens, and he adds more depth at tight end. It could be another option for a receiver for the Ravens. So
very possible.
We'll see. So interesting stuff coming out of Ravens camp. We have the NFL draft coming up in a month. So we're gonna take it over to Dustin. I got some NASCAR news. So.
All right, NASCAR fans, I brought you the first installment of my little tidbit on NASCAR last week. This time I'm going to take you up and we're going to get you back up to speed. There wasn't nothing happened this week, but now I can talk to you about the Atlanta race that happened. Mark Martin, he came in, took the pole. This man deserves anything that happens for him this year. I mean, I would like to see him actually, get out there and actually do something really good. But it just seems that he gets up there and then just issues happen and it hurts. It hurts a lot. The winner of the race, though, Kurt Busch. Didn't say Kyle. That's right. Kurt's brother, Kyle Busch, is the one we're always looking for. Looking at it, he's always out in front. Comes from dead last to first to win the race the prior week. This week, we're coming up on Bristol. It's going to be the day race, not the night race. That's in a couple months. And we're going to have some qualifying stuff coming at you. Saturday is going to be qualifying for that, and then Sunday will be the big race. I'll have all the details for you next week right here on Cover 2 Sports, considering everything that happens with that race.
All right, open panel discussion here. All right, how old is Mark Martin?
He's old.
He's getting up there.
He's getting up there. You know, at times it's kind of funny because sometimes he doesn't want to say how old he is because it would just...
Like, wow, this guy's still driving?
He's still around. And you know what the thing is it's not that he's just still driving.
Yeah.
It's the fact that he still keeps up with the young bucks in that.
Sometimes he's right up there with Jeff Gordon. Sometimes I see him. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of these racers that are coming in watched Mark Martin. You know, Joey Logano.
Yeah.
You know, now that he's out of he's in his rookie season. You know, he's looking to people like Mark Martin and to see how they prospered in the sport. You know, we can call it a sport.
It is a sport.
A lot of people say it isn't. But
It's definitely a sport.
It's a sport. Yeah.
But Mark Martin, he seems to have a lot of good stuff happen to him, but then just by the end of the race, it's just he loses it. But I mean, he got the pole. A man of his age still flying in there and taking poles from guys like Kyle Busch and Kurt Busch, who seem to be the hot ones right now.
Oh yeah.
You know, that just says something. That says he's still got something left to offer.
But Jeff Gordon is never out of the question.
No, he's
Out of the
not.
conversation.
Never.
And
No, he's not.
first on the
Yep,
list.
he's ranked number
In the
one.
Sprint Cup. So, I mean, he's been that big name in NASCAR for the last 10 years, and he's still at the top of that list.
He's the one that you would look for back when he was real hot. But last season, not one win. Not one win from the man who was getting ready to go towards the, Dale Earnhardt Sr.'s record.
Yeah.
You know? And the thing is he's sitting on top of the standings now. Last season, at the end of the cutoffs, he was up there. He was up in the top 5. Guess where he ended up by the end of the chase? He ended up almost in dead last.
When's Dover again? Dover's in
May. May.
What's the day on that?
Actually, I got that right here for you. And let me pull it up. I wasn't prepped for that, but hey, I'll give you some dates and times and all that good stuff. Let's see, we got Dover. Dover's going to be coming up. That's May 31st, 2 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right, fans. You see NASCAR is heating up. May 31st, Dover. It's
Big race.
I'll be there covering it. I'll be there covering it.
I'll be there covering it for Cover 2, so we're going to have some coverage on that. We're going to give that to you as soon as that transpires. And coming up next, we're going to take a little break. Coming up next, we have a little college basketball. We're going to talk some Morgan State.
Just a little college. Just a little college.